You think you know what success looks like. That corner office, that luxury car, that perfect life on Instagram. You're chasing someone else's dream, and in the next 10 minutes, I'll prove that your entire definition of success was programmed into you by people profiting from your dissatisfaction. By the end of this video, you'll understand why success is the most successful marketing campaign ever created. This isn't self-help. This is backed by psychology research from Princeton, neuroscience from Stanford, and decades of studying human motivation. And once you see how your idea of success was constructed, every goal you're chasing, every milestone you think will make you happy, every achievement you're sacrificing for, all of it becomes questionable. But before we get there, let me tell you about a billionaire who achieved everything you want and called it a trap. In 2019, a private equity billionaire wrote an anonymous essay. He had everything society calls success: 100 million net worth, private jets, vacation homes, respect, power, access. His conclusion: I'm not happy, I'm not fulfilled, and I can't figure out why. He described watching his friends climb the ladder. First million, first 10 million, first 100 million. Each milestone, they said, this is it, this is enough. It never was. Most people believe success is a destination. Hit certain markers, 6 figures, promotion, house, followers, recognition, and you'll feel complete, satisfied, like you've arrived. But here's what's really happening. Success is designed as a moving target. Every time you reach it, the definition shifts. Because if you ever felt truly successful, you'd stop striving. And the economy needs you striving. You're not failing to achieve success. You're succeeding at chasing a goal deliberately designed to stay out of reach. And it's destroying you in the process. Your idea of success was installed by advertising, not chosen by you. In 1928, Edward Bernays, the father of modern propaganda, was hired by car companies. Americans already had cars, but companies wanted them to buy more expensive ones. Bernays launched a campaign linking luxury cars to success, status, and identity. He hired celebrities, created aspirational imagery, associated automobiles with achievement. It worked. Suddenly, your car wasn't transportation. It was a statement about who you are. This formula has been repeated for a century. Watches, houses, degrees, job titles, vacations, body types, relationship milestones, all of it carefully marketed as success, so you'll keep consuming. A Harvard study asked people across 160 countries what success meant. The answers were shockingly similar despite vastly different cultures, wealth, status, recognition, material possessions. But when asked about their happiest memories, nobody mentioned any of those things. They described relationships, experiences, personal growth, helping others. Think about your own definition of success. Where did it come from? Did you sit down and think, what would make my life meaningful? Or did you absorb it from movies, social media, your parents' anxieties, the people you went to school with? You're chasing markers that were implanted, not chosen. And every time you reach one, the dissatisfaction proves it was never yours to begin with. You're not pursuing success. You're performing it for an audience that doesn't care. But it gets darker. Because even when you achieve it, success doesn't deliver the feeling it promises. And your brain is designed to ensure it never will. Princeton researchers studied lottery winners and paraplegics. They measured happiness levels before and after life-changing events. Then they tracked them for years. Initial spike or drop? Yes. Long-term difference? Almost none. Within a year, both groups returned to baseline happiness. Lottery winners weren't significantly happier than before. The phenomenon is called hedonic adaptation. Your brain adjusts to new circumstances and resets your happiness. Thermostat. You get the promotion. Feels amazing for 2 weeks. Then it's normal. You hit 6 figures, exciting for a month. Then it's just your salary. You buy the dream house, thrilling at first. Then it's just where you live. Because your brain didn't evolve to be satisfied. It evolved to survive, and survival requires constant striving. Satisfaction is dangerous. So your brain gives you temporary hits of dopamine for achievement, then immediately raises the bar. Think about your biggest achievement, the thing you worked years for. How long did the satisfaction last? Days, weeks. And how long? Until you were already focused on the next goal, feeling behind again. You're not broken. You're biological. Your brain will never let success feel permanent because permanent satisfaction means you stop pursuing resources, stop competing, stop striving. Success is a carrot your brain dangles to keep you running, and the carrot moves every time you get close. You're not chasing success. You're chasing a neurochemical reaction that's designed to fade. And here's the cruelest part. The cost of chasing success is the very things that would actually make you happy. Harvard ran the longest study on happiness ever conducted, 85 years, tracking hundreds of people from teenagers to death. The question, what makes people happy and healthy? Not wealth, not fame, not achievement, relationships, close, meaningful relationships. That's it. The people who were happiest at 80 weren't the ones who became CEOs or made millions. They were the ones who invested in friendships, family, and community. But here's the tragedy. Chasing success destroys relationships. You work late, miss dinners, relocate for opportunities, prioritize career over connection. You tell yourself, once I achieve X, then I'll have time for relationships. But once you achieve X, you're chasing Y. And your relationships are already damaged. A Deloitte survey found that 77% of professionals have experienced burnout, the top cause. Sacrificing personal life for career advancement, for success. Think about what you've sacrificed for success. Time with friends, hobbies you loved, your health, sleep, presence with your kids, relationships that faded because you were too busy. What did you gain? A title, a salary, respect from people who don't actually know you. You traded the things that make life worth living for symbols of a life worth living. Success is the socially acceptable way to ruin your life, and everyone applauds while you do it. So what's the alternative? Here's the truth about success. It's not a destination. It's not a milestone. It's not something external you achieve. Real success is internal alignment, living according to values you chose, not values you absorbed. What does this mean for you? Define success for yourself. Actually sit down and ask, what would make me feel my life was well lived? Not what impresses others, not what's expected. What matters to you? This isn't depressing. It's liberating. You can stop performing, stop chasing, stop sacrificing relationships for resume bullets that nobody will remember at your funeral. Maybe your success is deep friendships. Maybe it's creative expression nobody sees. Maybe it's being present for your kids. Maybe it's financial freedom with a simple life. There's no right answer, just yours. And once you define it yourself, you might realize you're already successful. You just couldn't see it through all the programming. So in 10 minutes, I destroyed your idea of success and hopefully freed you to define your own. If this changed how you see achievement, hit that like button. And if you want to see your understanding of happiness destroyed next, that video drops next week. I'm going to prove that happiness works completely differently than you think, and chasing it directly guarantees you'll never find it. Subscribe so you don't miss it. See you there.